On this episode of Window Seat, we're talking holiday travel. Now, I know many of you think about New York, but you really need to start thinking about Chicago. Oh, Chicago, the Windy City. Such a popular place to come and visit. There's really just so much to see and do here, especially around the holidays. Have you ever been here then? Thought about it, but maybe haven't pulled the trigger on a trip? Well, don't worry. We've got you covered on things to see and do around the holidays in Chicago in this episode of Window Seat. For us, very little screams holiday seasons more than Chicago. Yeah, it's a little chilly out this time of year, but there's so much to see and do that'll warm your soul. Besides, is it even holiday season if it's not a bit of a winter wonderland? Our first stop on the Chicago holiday tour, the Christkindl Market. With more than 55 vendors at this Christkindl Market, there's a lot to get, a lot to buy. Lines for ornaments, lines for candies, lines for food, but we need to eat. It's a little cold out, so you need that authentic German food, the bratwurst, the pancakes, and of course, the Glühwein. Since 1966, this has been a staple come holiday season. Starting the weekend before Thanksgiving, the German-style Christmas market takes place in the Daily Plaza every day, and as you can see, is quite popular. And it's not just the locals that love it. This has been named one of the top Christmas markets in the US by multiple outlets, some even saying it's the best. The event is free to visit, but obviously things here cost money. Vendors from all over the world bring their authentic goods, but you need to bring cash as very few places accept credit cards. So it's definitely a must-see thing if you're coming here for the holidays. But it's going to get crowded, so make sure you spend your time wisely, get here early. It builds up throughout the day, but there's plenty to see and do around the little market. And, you don't need to spend too much time here. You got a lot to see, got a lot to do, you got to move on, you got to see more. So just down the road, we're going to head to the next thing. Millennium Park. Next up, you gotta check out Millennium Park and the Bean. That's one of the reasons you come to Chicago. It's one of the things you come to see. But it is more than just the Bean in this park. Obviously, Millennium Park is a popular place year-round, especially since everyone wants to come and take a selfie in front of or in the reflection of the Bean. But there's really so much more here. Obviously a big park to check out, cool architecture. There's a special holiday market with local vendors, as well as the ice skating rink smack dab in the middle of the park. Few places are as cool to lace it up as here. Skating is free too, but you will need to reserve your spot online. But of course, the Christmas tree lighting in the park always draws a crowd. Followed by a small fireworks display, this takes place the weekend before Thanksgiving as well. But it's definitely worthwhile to see the tree lit up at night. Walking around the city, the holiday spirit is palpable. There are a number of different holiday pop-up events throughout the city this time of year. This event was just off the Magnificent Mile. You could go shopping on Michigan Avenue, have some family fun, or visit with Santa. Because we all have a wish list. Now, this next part you're too late for this year, but a must include if you're planning a trip to Chicago before Thanksgiving in the future. The Lights Festival Parade. Obviously, parades are a lot of fun in Chicago. The Lights Festival Parade is one of the best. It goes down Michigan Avenue the weekend before Thanksgiving. And we're here aboard one of the floats to give you a little bit of a bird's eye view of what you can expect. I was lucky to be invited on Choose Chicago's parade float this year, with one of the pioneers of house DJ, Chip E, as our own personal DJ. But look at the crowd of people as this heads down Michigan Avenue. This parade is special. It's kind of like a Ferris Bueller moment, rolling down Michigan Avenue in a parade. It's awesome. It's a little more holiday than Ferris got to do. And once the parade ends, the fireworks start. Literally. Then you can head over to Lincoln Park for another holiday tradition in Chicago, Lincoln Park Zoo Lights. The 35-acre zoo is transformed into a light-filled extravaganza. It's dark, so the animals might not be viewable, but the lights make up for it. Tickets run for $7 to $10, but there's a bunch of Mondays when it's free, so check that out in advance if you're thinking of taking in the lights. Obviously, there's a number of non-holiday specific things to do and see. Be sure to check the museum schedules, as some offer free days this time of year. But from Willis Tower to the Hancock Observation Deck to the Navy Pier to river architecture tours, these are all classics. But if you're going to see the city by sea, why not air? And take to the sky in a helicopter. This is a really cool way to see the city. The skyline looks cooler from high up, and you can fly over some of your favorite sites or stadiums.
On our left, we have Soldier Field, where the Chicago Bears play today.
And speaking of,
I know it's not necessarily holiday Eve, but if you're in town in Chicago over the holidays, this is a big sports town. They got the Bears, the Blackhawks, the Bulls. These are all huge teams with a huge history. And at the stadiums, they acknowledge this, and they celebrate that history. So even if you're not a huge fan of the team, if you like sports at all, you've got to do that.
On a cold night, you could catch a theater show or head to watch the Bulls or Blackhawks. These games are a lot of fun, and the teams have a lot of history, even if the current iterations aren't as competitive. A night at the game with friends or family is always a good time. So there's a lot of great options to do and see in Chicago when it comes to the holidays, and truly so much more. There are a number of holiday pop-up bars, and restaurants do a lot of special things, like the igloos here at the Godfrey Hotel at their restaurant. It's really hard to run out of things to do, and it is actually pretty affordable as well. So keep it in mind when you're booking your next holiday trip. And we definitely want to thank Choose Chicago for inviting us to help preview this year's holiday season in this great city. That's it for this episode of Window Seat. What did we miss? Please mention more stuff in the comments below so we don't miss them next time. And if you could do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to like and share this so we can share our adventures as we try to hit all the best places on the planet. In the meantime, check out one of these other episodes from Window Seat.